Tranquila, no corras, no corras. Pasa que tenemos justo uno justo arriba nuestro, por eso caen las frutas. Te contaba, caen las frutas, puede pesar más de medio kilo.
Bueno, frenamos a comer un chapati, estamos rumbo a ver los silverback gorilas, los gorilas más grandes del mundo. Pero antes nos estamos haciendo amigos con la policía local, que acabamos de conocer. Bonjour. Bonjour. Ça va? Je suis argentin. This is a flag from Argentina. It's a gift for you, for the police here, from my country. And this is money from my country, has no monetary value. This is more of a gift for you to remember Argentina, a souvenir. Okay. Merci.
I'm in charge of tourism activities, but also I'm a tour guide. I'm going to provide the briefing of the Kahuzi-Biega National Park, the way you have to know what you are doing, what you are going to see geographically, where you're locating, so why you see the map. So now, this is the map of Kahuzi-Biega National Park. On 1997, there was different wars here, and those different wars we got here lead some disturbance in fauna and flora. Those disturbances led some reducing number of some species like gorillas, elephants, and other species, but also there was deforestation, spoliation of different areas. From now, this protected area we are categorized World Heritage Site in danger due to those different disturbances we got. Today, I think we are going to track the gorillas, but the way to track the gorillas is better to know where the gorillas are spreading in Africa. Among them, we have the gorillas, we have chimpanzees, we have bonobo, we have the orangutan, and myself among. Yeah, I'm among the great ape, but I'm everywhere in the world. Okay. Yeah, but in different colors also. So this one are calling mountain gorillas because they can live from 1,400 to 3,600 meters altitudes. And this one are calling lowland because they can live from 600 to 2,600 meters altitude. And the biggest of all of them is the eastern lowland gorillas because the silverback can weigh around 200 to 250 kilos. Yeah, it's very big. And I think today the family we are going to see there are 10 individuals in the family, 1 silverback, 4 females and 5 kids. In the whole family they are very kind. Some of those kids, they can show how they are kind to the visitors. You can see some of them, they need to come closer, just clapping, but beating. Once they need to approach, you can hear the intervocalization from their moms. They may be asking, where do you go? Do you know those people are falling there? Go back, and you can see he need to come, but he hear another voice for his mom, so he's in the middle. Just he say, maybe I would like to come, but my mom refused to go where you are. So his words, clapping, beating chairs, the way to say hello, I love you. Here there are some rules we usually observe. Don't touch gorillas. Don't use flash when you're taking picture. Don't get a abrupt movement. You have to stay quiet and stay together, don't spray it. But the lowland gorillas are very, very curious. And when we clothe them, you can see they are curious to fix eyes to you. And the way to keep confidence to them, you have to look on them also. You have to fix eyes to them also.
How do you feel to be here in Kahuzi-Biega National Park?
I'm very excited about the experience. This is something I've been planning for a lot of months, like 4 months, watching videos on YouTube and trying to understand a little bit more about the whole situation with natural parks in general in Congo, and in particular what we are going to see today. For me, it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for making this possible.
Good.
Estamos entrando al Parque Nacional de los Gorilas.
Something that was very interesting when we got here is that the park rangers were having a sort of a meeting, a briefing about the day and the chores that they would have to do. These guys don't mess around. These guys have guns. Basically because in this national park, and as well as in others, in times of war it has happened many times that the rebels come in and they kill the gorillas. And they basically do that so that the people move away from these natural reserves and so that they can take the areas. This is something that is currently happening in Virunga National Park. This park in particular that we are now, the Llegar, is not under this circumstance, but it has happened in the past in times of war. So they are very, very careful, and each day the rangers take care of the park. They do these briefings. These guys have AK-47s and they do their rounds. They really, really take care of the animals here.
Sí. Been walking for a while. Hemos estado caminando un ratito y hay que seguir. Un poco más, vamos. Si se puede. I know for you guys, this is an experience that is super normal for someone to see a gorilla, but in my life, I have never met anyone who has seen a gorilla. This is, for us, this is...
No one.
No one, not a single person. For us, this is crazy to be able to say we're going to go see a gorilla and we're going to be 10 meters away and maybe they walk past us. This is an experience that no one has. And I think one of the most beautiful things about Congo is that we don't hear very much about it, but when you come here, it's like we came for a week, and honestly, we're like trying to figure out, okay, like what should we do? Because every single day there's something to do. There's so much nature. There's so much, like the food is incredible. The people are super, super nice. It's really a shame that it's not more of a touristic destination. It's honestly an amazing country.
Sí, es increíble. Ahora estamos casi llegando, falta nada más que media hora más o menos caminando. Y para nosotros era tan lejano también, siendo de Argentina, being from Argentina, it was something so distant for us, something that you can see in a movie, perhaps, but never in real life. So being actually here, it's basically living a dream. And the past, we've been talking about this for a lot of time, but at least the last 4 or 6 months, every day in the morning we wake up, we have breakfast, and the first thing that we would do is we would play videos about things in Congo. And one of the things that always kept on appearing was these silverback gorillas. And it was difficult to get here, but now we're here and we're very excited to get to see them, so we'll see how the experience goes.
I think one of the things that was funny was we were talking to people yesterday and we mentioned we were doing this, and then I asked someone, have you ever seen a gorilla? The Congolese person. He's like, well, yeah, of course. Like, what, you've never seen a gorilla? I was like, no.
The poop of gorillas.
Look. This means we are really close, okay? This is gorilla poop. So we are getting very, very near the family. So we have to be very quiet and go forward. Seguimos por la selva. Estamos por llegar a donde están los gorilas. Estamos muy cerca de donde están los gorilas ahora. Vieron que nos pongamos las máscaras y los gorilas pueden contagiarse de las enfermedades que transmiten los humanos y viceversa.
This is gorilla poop.
Yeah, it's the fresh one, as you can see.
So those are the seeds from the fruit that we just tasted, no?
Of course, yes.
Wow.
So this is very good in the reconstitution of the forest. You know, when they eat fruits and they eat these seeds, whether they poop, it means at a certain time there will be new plants that will push from here.
So we're in the right track then.
Of course, yes.
Se acaban de adelantar un poco los guías para ver si logran identificar precisamente dónde están los gorilas. Estamos muy cerca, pues hay que hablar bien bajito, no hacer nada de ruido. Acá hay uno de los gorilas. Estamos al lado, es un silverback. Tranquila, no corras, no corras. No corras, Cristal. Baby, no. Listen to them. It's okay. Tranquila, te quedas quieta si vienen.
Sí.
Si te mueves es peor. ¿Ok?
Están acá nomás. Recién empezaron a gritar, nos pegamos un culete.
No me asusté un poco, pero está bien.
You need to drink some water.
I'm okay. Just a little scared, but I'm okay.
Se está alejando de nosotros, así que estamos yendo donde está con la familia. Lo que está haciendo el guía ahora les está haciendo saber a los gorilas que estamos llegando, so that they don't get frightened by your presence when we appear. Estamos al lado de los gorilas, muy cerca siguiéndolos. Siguen caminando porque no tienen mucha comida acá. Entonces esta es la época en que más caminan en busca de comida. Impresionante verlo de cerca. Y cómo suena cuando se golpean el pecho y los gritos que hacen realmente da miedo. Estamos llegando donde está toda la familia.
Tranquila, tranquila. Quieta. Quieta. Vení atrás mío.
And the gorillas are feeding, they eat with this one, we call the miriantis fruit. This is the tree of miriantis fruit. The first food is liana, second is fruit, and after fruit, they move to bamboo forest, and they feed in bamboo shoots. Middle of December, he return again in the secondary forest. But now this period...
Hay que tener cuidado porque estamos justo parados abajo, donde están los gorilas arriba, y todo el tiempo van cayendo frutas, se están alimentando. Entonces, guarda, esta es la fruta de la que se alimentan. Esto lo rompen así, y esto se puede comer. Y ahora van cayendo todas las frutas porque están los gorilas arriba. Y algunos están por acá abajo también. ¿Qué?
Hello.
Sí, lo veo. Lo están viendo, ¿no? De atrás. Impresionante, miren lo que es, gente. Estamos muy cerca del guía, nos dijo, tengan cuidado, vayan un poquito para atrás. Porque rápidamente se ponen agresivos para marcar el territorio. Increíble, estamos acá nomás. Se están alimentando. Es una familia completa. Son más de 10 gorilas en total. Algunos bebés. Entonces por eso hay que tener cuidado porque las mamás se ponen un poco agresivas mientras van cayendo de arriba las frutas, porque arriba están los bebés y algunas de las mujeres todavía alimentándose. Todo el tiempo cae. Hay que tener mucho cuidado porque esa fruta puede llegar a pesar como medio kilo y está a unos 50-60 metros de altura. El árbol es muy alto. Recién nos decía acá uno de los guías que ayer le mearon encima directamente los gorilas. Pasa que tenemos justo uno justo arriba nuestro, por eso caen las frutas. ¿Ven ese movimiento? Es uno de los gorilas que está buscando la comida. Mientras estamos acá, recién te contaba, acá en las frutas puede pesar más de medio kilo. Está... ¡Uy! Casi le rompe la cabeza a nuestra camarógrafa. Esto, mirá. Parece que uno de los gorilas que se puso medio agresivo. Entonces cuando pasa eso hay que tener mucho cuidado, siguen tirando todavía desde arriba las frutas. Hay que tener mucho cuidado con la distancia y con las formas que uno se aproxima. En particular, estos gorilas que estamos viendo ahora son lowland gorilas, que es una variedad de gorilas a las que cuando uno se acerca, le tiraron al guía, recién casi lo matan. Le tiraron la fruta. Son unos gorilas, cuando vos te acercás hay que mirarlos directo a los ojos, nos explicaban antes, y de esa forma ellos entran en confianza con vos. A diferencia de otros gorilas, los gorilas que están, por ejemplo, en la montaña más alto, a esos gorilas, si vos los mirás a los ojos es peor, se ponen más agresivos y te vienen a querer marcar el territorio y a golpearte. Ya vimos varias veces acá que se golpearon el pecho y hacen un ruido. Entonces cuando pasa eso y se ponen agresivos a marcar el territorio, los guías, los que nos dijeron que hay que hacer un ruido que hace algo así. Yo no lo sé hacerlo, gente, no se burlen en los comentarios, pero hacen como y de esa forma le comunican al gorila que nosotros no venimos a agredirlos ni nada, simplemente venimos a estar con ellos. Así que es increíble realmente. Y la conexión que tienen los guías con los gorilas, impresionante. Tranqui. El principal motivo por el que se ponen agresivos, ustedes vieron que hay una mamá que tiene un bebé en la espalda. Bueno, están protegiendo a ese bebé que tiene 1 año nada más. Y además a esa mamá le cortaron o perdió la mano. Ahora vamos a averiguar un poco más sobre esa situación. No sé si fue por pouching. Fue pouching, me dicen así, guía. O sea, le cortaron la mano porque a veces esas manos las venden en el mercado negro los rebeldes o simplemente personas de acá de Congo. Y a veces sucede eso, lamentablemente. Le cortan la mano y la venden en el mercado negro. Pues esta mamá es muy reticente al contacto con los humanos. Y me parece que nos vamos a tener que mover de acá porque recién al pibe que está delante le tiraron un pedazo así de fruta. Así que vamos para allá. Está el gorila acá al lado.
I don't even know how to explain. We got so close to the gorillas, you think they'd be scared of you a bit more. Well, I guess obviously they're much larger than you are, so they're not scared, but they're very comfortable. Once they realize that you're not a threat, they're very comfortable coming very close to you, looking for food. Even the kids, there was like a baby that was 1 year old, and it came looking for food around us. They climb up the trees near us.
At first I was a little bit scared when one of them charged. The first time that we encountered, the first time that we encountered them, because she was in the front, and she started running back, or just moving a little bit. But then they stopped you. The guide stopped you, and they were like, "Be calm. There's no problem." And after that, it was an amazing experience. We got so close to them. We got to see them feeding. They threw fruit at us. We saw the babies. We saw the poop before. We were able to track them, and it was all quite fast. You found them really fast, man.
How was your feeling when the gorilla cried at the first time we were following them?
When they beat the chest, I was about to turn around, honestly, because I think what happened was that the gorilla was surprised, right?
I'm not sure. You know, the thing is that we were following them when they, at the same time they were looking for food.
Oh, okay.
And we were like disturbing them.
So it was upset.
Yeah, a bit upset. Because by the end, when they found food, they were very calm.
So they're hungry, actually.
They're hungry, yeah. They just wanted their meal. They were like, "Fuck you, we want to eat."
How many times have you done this?
More than 100 times.
Have you ever had any like unpleasant experiences with the gorillas? Any bad experiences?
Not really.
No? Okay. Okay. We did it.
How many park rangers do they have here?
More than 500.
More than 500. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much. Gracias. Thank you so much. Increíble laburo que hacen. What would you say to people from around the world that are watching this video about the gorillas, about Congo, about the conservation of nature here?
Yeah, what I may say is that really what we conserve here is good for the entire world. So they may come and visit as you did. So about what they hear about Congo, of course, there are places where to access it's not easier. There are still places where you can visit, like what you did guys today. Because everywhere in the world they will tell you that Congo is not good to travel. But you guys, you are here. So which means we can welcome all other persons who still think that there is war over here. What I can say is just to invite those guys who will watch this video to do like you did today and enjoy this life, because this is like not a common life like what others they are living. So if they come here, they will like have another image of the world.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was incredible. Thank you so much again.
You're not sweating at all. He's used to this.
Yeah. Sometimes we do like the entire day looking for gorillas. We come like at 5 p.m.
So we're actually very lucky.
Yeah, we are lucky.
That's super lucky.
Especially in this period, we are lucky. But it's a great experience.
Do you have a lot of like people from Europe and the US coming here?
Yeah, we do.
You do? Okay.
People from Argentina?
No.
South America? Latin America?
Yeah, South America.
Is it the first time that there's an Argentinian
Like
here?
you are my first client from Argentina.
Primer argentino viendo los silverback gorilas. Impresionante.
Yeah. From your experience, we're gonna get more people.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
It's
we hope so. Yeah.
honestly, it was a very cool experience. The food here is great. The people are super friendly. I think Congo really has a lot to offer. It's been cool. It's been very cool.
I think you guys gonna share your experience with the people from Argentina, and that will help us to get more people from there. You're gonna be the ambassadors of the entire Congo in Argentina. You talk to people about something, it's completely different to talk to people, like to share what you have experienced.
His mother was so scared when we said we were coming here because she doesn't know anything about Congo.
Yeah, many people, when they contact me about Congo, about coming here, they're like, "Are you sure that you're gonna secure us there?" I'm like, 100%. You will be safe.
It's a big country. I think people don't realize that. You know, it's,
they need to know where exactly maybe they need to go.
We just finished the experience with the gorillas. Around 1 hour we spent with them. It was a family of 10. Mama was pregnant.
Yes, and there was a baby that was about 1 year, like 1.5. It was like 1 year and a half. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, so
Yeah.
when they give you the briefing, the first thing they tell you is, if the gorilla charges you, do not run, keep your calm, look the gorilla in the eye, and you make this noise that's like, which like lets the gorilla know that you're a friend and not a threat. The first time that gorilla started beating his chest, I turned around and I ran. Like, and all the guards were like, no, because it's the worst thing you could do, because then the gorilla starts chasing you. So I like, after that, for like about 10 minutes, I was absolutely freaked out, and I was like, I want to go back.
Baby, I was so afraid when you started running.
No,
I was scared as hell, baby.
The thing is, when you see them in person, you realize how big and muscular they are, and how much damage they could do to you if they really wanted. And just like your first instinct is just like, I need to get away from them. But actually, when like,
And just the noise that they make, you can understand the strength that they have, no?
But then, like, once you calm down and you kind of, then they calm down and they start coming super close to you. Like, I was shocked. The gorilla, at one point in time, we sat down and the gorilla just kept looking for food and came probably like 7 feet away, like 2 meters away from us, and just sat there looking at us. And the kid, the 1-year-old, came up to, like, came really close to us too, started playing with this other gorilla. The gorilla was on his back with this lady here. No, it was, I mean,
amazing.
And it really drives home how important it is to protect these environments, because as the guide had said before, it isn't just tourism. The money that you pay to get into the park, it goes directly to protecting the gorillas who are in danger of poaching, who are in danger of like deforestation, because obviously there's...
and even one of the gorillas that we saw, the mama that had the 1-year-old on her back, she lost one of her hands in a trap, in a poaching trap. So sadly, that is a thing here that happens all the time. Even when there are wars, the rebels come in and they try to kill the gorillas.
They can sell different parts on the black market for a lot of money, because people believe they have special powers or something like that. And also just because if you no longer have gorillas in Virunga Park, for example, there's no need to protect that area, so they can take that area over. So it's just a really powerful experience here, and how brave these rangers are, because literally risk their lives to take care of these gorillas.
These guys come around with an AK-47, and it's not because they just take it for a ride, you know, or to tour the machine gun around. They're here with the AK-47s because this is serious stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Yeah.
And wow.
If you want to see more adventures like this, like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.